I'm Aaron with the Indiana Model Engine Show. New for 2025 is something very exciting. Stirlingkit.com. Stirlingkit.com has gifted us a steam plant and a hit and miss engine. We did a review on the steam plant, and I think it's a very, very handsome, well-built unit. We're going to do a quick review on the hit and miss. At the end of the video, I will give you some detail and information on how you can get these. We're going to raffle these off. You don't have to be present to win. I'll put my email in the link below so we can exchange that and get you a ticket if you can't make it to the show. You don't have to be present to win. Once again, Stirlingkit.com. Thank you, Stirlingkit. Let me get the engines. I am not a big fan of unboxing videos. However, I want to show you that how well they're packed. Everything comes in die cut, pardon me, everything comes in laser cut foam. This is packed to survive a transatlantic journey of epic proportion, not just the transatlantic journey that it comes onto you. With some of the lesser expensive models like this that are out on the market, the instructions are not very good. The instructions are superb, great pictures, full color photographs. There is all the parts breakdowns in the back, the exploded view, the troubleshooting information, the maintenance method, the engine debugging, the storing, how to start it up, how to wire it. There is one of the caveats. This engine does not come with the CDI ignition, nor does it come with the battery. They are easily enough sourced from either Stirlingkit, or they can be sourced on Amazon and some of the other places that you are well familiar with, I'm sure. As we look at this, as we look at the kit, I've got the main parts in front of me. The fit, the finish, the machining. I can't say enough as to how nice it is. The bearing journals are absolutely flawlessly perfect. The threads are, there's no burrs on the threads when you run your finger over them. There is a proper sleeve lapped for the piston bore. The model, if I can get it out of here, the head comes pre-assembled, valves in it, ready to bolt on. They are two different, and if you play with it, you'll find out there's two different spring rates. Don't get them confused. No burrs, the fit, the finish, no boogered up threads. Just a beautiful, beautiful presentation. Something you don't see on models costing this much. If you look real careful, the big end on the rod has keys on the bearing so the bearing doesn't rotate on the rod. That's something you don't see on the more inexpensive models. This will ensure years of trouble-free running without spinning the bearing and having a spun bearing on the big end of your crank. Comes with the piston ring installed, steel connecting rod, aluminum piston. Once again, just good attention to detail manufacturing. The fixins kit, all your nuts, bolts, etc. Comes with an extra piston ring to go with your head gasket. All the baggies are loaded. All the baggies are labeled. I'm sorry, I don't speak well at times. All the baggies are labeled, so you don't have to guess what screw is what. They're all labeled. I'm going to set that. Comes complete with an oil cup for on top of the piston. Something you don't see on these smaller engines or on engines that cost Something you only see on bigger engines and engines costing way more than this. The flywheels are held on to the crankshaft via real taper locks. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a slight taper on there, and it matches the taper in here. You slide it in. I don't want to get it stuck. You put the screw, as you draw the screws down, it will compress it via the split and hold these wheels to the crankshaft. That's something you see on the full-size engines that seldom do you see on model engines. One more of those great little attentive detail items that you generally don't see. Flywheels are steel, powder coated, burr free, smooth. This one comes already with the flyball governor installed on it. So some of the installation is done for you. One of the neat things, once again, that you don't generally find on inexpensive kits, and comes complete with oil cups to go on top of your crank journal bearing caps. Some of the more inexpensive ones simply just have a hole you got to drip oil in. These come with oil cups, just like the big engines, like the full-size engines, I should say. This is, the crankshaft is a one-piece crank. Let me get the crank out here. Sorry if I'm rushing. I'm trying to keep the videos relatively short so I don't lose your attention span. It's a one-piece steel crank. It has the proper slot machined in it to take the cam and the rest of the ignition pieces. On models that are more inexpensive, they just put a set screw down on the crank, and you can lose its timing position. Once again, just the attention to detail. As you get this model, and like I said, we're going to raffle this off, you're going to get it. You're going to come across something. Actually, those go with that, but you're going to go, well, you know, it comes with these 4 little base screws. I need something to hold it down, to screw it down to. We got you covered. We have you covered. We have a cart. Steel wheels, axles, wheels roll, little heim to hook it up to your tractor. Need some wooden rails. The instructions here will state you have to supply your own wooden slats, but we have a cart to go with this engine that you can mount this on so you can pull it out to the field to work. If you're looking for a good quality pre-built engine, I think any of the offerings from Stirlingkit is something you should heavily consider. The fit, the finish is phenomenal. The instruction manuals are phenomenal. The packaging of all the little pieces and parts you need to assemble it are just very good, excellent. As good as I would ever want to do when I package something up in my day job. These are well built, well engineered. You will be able to see these at the 2025 Indiana Model Engine Show. We can get them out of the case. We can look at all the pieces and the parts on them. You'll be able to purchase a raffle ticket if you want to win this engine. You don't have to be present to win. We'll mail it to you. I cannot thank Stirlingkit enough for giving us this engine, and I want to thank you for allowing me a few minutes to talk to you about this wonderful, wonderful little engine. I'm Aaron Kohler with the Indiana Model Engine Show. Thank you.